Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your new moon in Scorpio general collective energy reading. So in this one we are going to be focusing on what is coming our way as a collective due to this very potent, very powerful new moon in Scorpio. Now this is going to be the first new moon since eclipse season came to an end, as well as the 11/11 portal that we just entered a couple of days ago, making this a very important time to truly set our intentions and reach for our heart's desire with our wishes, our desires, our manifestations. And if you haven't already seen, I did post an 11/11 message the other day, which was not planned, but I did want to share those messages with you guys. I hope you will give it a watch. And also I did post your love readings for November last week, so if you haven't checked those out yet, there is a neatly organized playlist ready for you on my channel. But again, you guys, this is a general collective reading, so it is for all zodiac signs, anyone who feels called to this message. So please take what applies to you only and leave the rest behind, as it is not going to be for everyone watching. But if this is not your story this time around, you can always check my channel for other messages you need to hear. But other than that, please remember to like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and turn up your notifications so you get the alert when I post future videos. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and support to my subscribers and members. I love you guys. And of course, as you know, all of your likes and views and comments really do help my channel to grow, as obviously the views and everything hasn't been what it used to be. So I would like to continue to grow my channel. I would like to see the views go back up, and just in general get my videos out there into YouTube like they were circulating before. So continue to comment, continue to share these videos with people who you feel will resonate with these messages. But again, you guys, if these general messages are not quite enough, you can always become a member of the channel and get even deeper, spicier messages in our Spicy Subscriber Society. But then also, if you want a personalized message going into your specific situation, you can always book a private reading with me down in the description box below. So in every one of my videos, all of my details will be down there just in case you have trouble reaching me or don't know what to do. And of course, you guys, make sure when you are booking a reading and sending over a payment that you submit your email with your payment, or send me an email on the side so I know who you are and how to get in touch with you. So let's get into these messages, you guys. Like I said, new moons are all about manifesting and calling in our intentions, making our wishes, and following our heart's desire. It is the new cycle of the moon. So in the darkness of the moon, this is where we are able to really tap into the deep energy that is within us and be able to start something fresh. Now, for some of you guys, you may be continuing to manifest something that you've been manifesting for quite some time. Everyone's story is going to be different. However, it is important to know that with each new moon, it is the beginning, the start of that cycle, and the full moons are the culmination. So what are you asking for this full moon? What are you focusing on? What are your intentions set towards this new moon? And also, this is a Scorpio new moon, so it is going to be very powerful, very sensual, and quite an opportunity for us to dig very deep, okay? So I did want to go ahead and share with you an article, which you guys know I love, Forever Conscious, Intuitive Astrology by Tanaz. So I wanted to read to you what they wrote for this new moon, okay? And then obviously we will see how the cards relate to this overall message. So it says November 13th, Scorpio new moon has deep tangled webs of energy that will stretch into the darkest parts of our soul and psyche. What is wrong? What is right? What is the way? These probing philosophical questions will dance across our minds under the November dark moon, guiding us to take the journey into the labyrinth of our being. For ourselves. In fact, in its essence, that is what the Scorpio new moon offers us. It wants us to think for ourselves, to figure out what we want to do and where we want to go without the influence of others, society, or the fears of what others may think. This new moon is all about owning our own path and being true and authentic to ourselves. It wants us to march into the beat of our own drum, regardless of what tunes others are playing. Doing so takes confidence, it takes courage, but it also takes knowing thyself. And while this can be a lifelong journey of exploration, the Scorpio new moon will be assisting us in revealing a truer, deeper version of ourselves. As the night sky is the darkest it will be all month, use it as a symbol to journey into yourself. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, put your hand on your heart, and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? A simple practice like this one can help you connect with your spirit, your body, and your mind. Don't complicate it. Don't overthink. Just spend some time connecting with you and watch how your authentic self begins to speak. Watch how your inner wisdom and intuitive self begin to take over. Uranus, the planet of awakening and surprise, is active under this November new moon, adding to the energies we will be feeling. So when we are feeling extra sensitive like we might be under this new moon, Uranus energy can sometimes make us feel a sense of anxiety. Things can feel erratic and a little unstable, and our lives can be prone to change and upheaval. Uranus can upset the status quo of our lives to get us thinking bigger and exploring broader ideas. Uranus likes to shake us and shake up things in our lives to trigger an awakening and to expand our ideas of life and everything in it. Take a moment to look at any rigid beliefs you may be holding. How can you turn them upside down, loosen them, or keep them flexible? How can you look at things in a new way? Uranus doesn't like to follow the rules. Its energy is unpredictable, but it keeps things interesting and keeps us in awe of this life journey and what it has in store for us. Embrace some of this Uranian energy by giving yourself permission to think bigger, to explore wider, and to take a step outside the box. Don't be locked into the ideas of others or what society or culture tells you. You're being called to lift the veil and seek a new and higher truth. You're being called to look at alternatives and not ignore the inner voice that is waiting to speak with you. Neptune is also active under this new moon, which indicates that perhaps a veil will be lifted on the world stage too. Perhaps new information or insights come about that shine a light on a higher truth. Secrets may be exposed, or we may find that what we believe to be true is no longer. Our beliefs, ideas, and what we deem to be our authentic self is always growing, always evolving, always reaching new and higher states of consciousness. And that is the journey of life. What is true for us today may not be true for us tomorrow. So we keep doing the best we can while loving ourselves, loving one another, and trying not to judge the journey. So, you guys, I feel again that energy of diving deeper is going to be very relevant, not just personally but worldwide, as the article said. And collectively, I feel that this new moon is going to bring in a major shift of perspective. So it did mention secrets being revealed, things coming to light, and that is very typical with new moons and full moons, okay? And thus the moon card in the tarot does represent secrets, fears, also deep emotions and intuition. So I'm very interested to see how the cards reflect some of what's going on in that article, and again, what spirit wants to call our attention to this new moon in Scorpio. So let's start out with the new moon manifestation oracle cards, and obviously the moonology deck. I consider this my new moon deck, as again it speaks of manifestation. Okay, you guys, so we're getting a few. Okay, so the first card out that we're getting here is the new moon in Aries. Go for it. So I do feel that those of you watching this, if you need an extra message and you haven't already seen it, you should definitely check out the 1111 message that I posted the other day, as this was sort of the vibe, right? that Ace of Wands energy, that encouragement from spirit to just go for it, to take that risk, to take that action, to raise that wand up and make things happen for yourself. You know, I feel that energy of Aries is leadership, it's risk taking, it's brave. So you can see here there are mountains, but spirit's telling you it might be a challenge, it might be a little bit of a journey, it might take longer than you anticipated or hope that it will. But if you don't take the action now, then when? Okay. And I'm hearing I don't know, some of you guys may listen to Incubus, but they posted an album a long time ago called If Not Now, When? And I encourage you, if you're Incubus fans, to listen to that whole album. It's kind of slower and more mellow than a typical Incubus album, but it's very true. Like, if not now, when? And I'm also thinking of that same concept of will they, won't they? So for some of you, this could definitely be in terms of romance. For some of you, this could be about career opportunity, move, just anything, okay? Taking a risk and being brave, going for it. Now, the other two cards out are the new moon in Scorpio and the first quarter moon in Scorpio. So we're actually going in chronological order here. What happens after the new moon? The first quarter moon. So the card says here, go deeper and release your blocks. Okay, I feel like in order to go deeper, the blocks need to be released first. All right. So in order to go for it, in order to truly dive deep and discover more about yourself, discover your true heart's desire, you're going to need to release the fear. You're going to need to let go of certain people, places, and things. And this theme always comes up, you guys, because it's a never-ending cycle. Okay. I feel that there are a lot of individuals out there who tend to hold on to things because they're afraid of letting go. They're afraid of taking those risks, of actually going after what they want. Now, I think those fears could sometimes be, you know, afraid because they don't know if they will be worthy, or they don't know if it will actually work out, or if they will get what they really want. But again, if not now, when? If you don't try, then you'll never know, okay? So going deeper into ourselves, discovering really truly what it is that our heart wants here, and tapping into that heart-centered energy so that we can manifest even quicker. Now, you know, we talk about, you know, thinking and, you know, the thoughts that inhabit your mind are what grows into the physical, but it's more so about feeling that energy, right? A big part of manifestation is feeling as if, not just acting as if or thinking as if, it's feeling as if, knowing as if, experiencing how you would feel when your manifestation comes into fruition, okay? So release any blocks, any doubts, anything that's telling you, you know, yeah, no, it's not going to happen, or, you know, you're not going to get what you want, you're not going to be able to manifest this or that. Well, that's just your ego talking, okay? That's your own fears. Don't let your fears take the wheel this new moon, okay? Like I said, it is the first new moon since eclipse season. So the universe had the reins there for a little bit, right? And now they're passing the reins back to us. They have steered us back to the path where we're supposed to be through destined and fated events. And now the universe is letting us get in the driver's seat once more, and allowing us to take that action based on the example that they set. All right. So I'm picturing like a student driver car right now. The universe has shown us where we need to be headed. Now it's up to us to take the wheel. Okay. What else do we need to see from this deck? Yeah, okay, so what did I say about leadership? The next card we have here is New Moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. So once again, we have this taking action energy. It's time to make something happen, and more mountains, right? More of a journey, more of this supposed difficulty that may be up ahead. But life isn't easy, right? It very rarely is. It does require us to do the work. It does require us to journey deeper and deeper into ourselves and awaken more and more the further we go along. So Spirit's saying it's time for you to drive, okay? It's time for you to lead. This could be for some of you stepping up into a position of leadership in your job, taking control of a situation in romance, okay? So whatever this is for you, only you will know. And again, I know there are people watching for different perspectives and looking for confirmation in certain situations. So again, just take what applies to you. But the next two cards out here are first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe, and another card about fears dissolving, blocks being removed. So trust the universe, okay? Trust that the universe has driven you to the point of where you need to be, and that you've been guided to this point. You've been led, you've been pointed to where you need to go. Now it's time for you to not be afraid, okay? You've seen everything you need to see. You've learned the lessons. You know what needs to come next, and it's all up to you, okay? So letting your fears dissolve, removing those blockages, stepping up and taking the lead in your life in a certain situation. And I do feel that the concept of that is about us going deeper. This new moon in Scorpio is going to awaken and enlighten us in ways that maybe we haven't ever been before, okay? Things are going to be revealed. This could be through dreams, through visions, through experiences, okay? But I do encourage you to journal, right? To journal, to focus, to really set those intentions and be honest with yourself about what you are supposed to do, what you're willing to do here moving forward. And we also have new moon in Aquarius, open up to change and work through your feelings, another Aries card. So do you notice how we have this woman who is holding her heart outside of her body? I think Spirit is asking you to embrace your heart's desire, okay? Work through your feelings. This is not the time to be emotionally detached, all right? And I say that because Aquarius does tend to be a sign that is emotionally detached, but it says here open up to change. So this could even be a confirmation for some of you that someone will be finally opening their heart, will be acknowledging what they really feel instead of trying to cast it aside or putting it on the back burner. I think there's someone out there who has been afraid to be vulnerable or afraid to open their heart, and I think this new moon in Scorpio is going to prove impossible for this individual to continue to walk that path, okay? They're going to be led and guided to step up and be real and be honest with themselves about what they really want based on what their heart has been telling them and calling them to do, okay? Now, if that's you, then it's you. If it's someone else, then it's someone else, okay? So let's go even deeper here. Let's go even deeper here as the card prompted us to do. Look at that. Be real, full moon in Aquarius. So we go from the new moon to the full moon energy. I do feel that this cycle of the moon is going to prove to be very transformative. I feel someone is going to have a revelation this new moon, an understanding, an awakening that they need to change, okay? By the time the full moon comes and this culmination happens, they're going to be ready to open up and reveal what's truly in their heart, okay? So that is what I'm seeing so far. Let's move into the tarot, okay? So let's ask Spirit, what is the current energy here under this new moon? What do we need to see? Who are we connecting with here? Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So I actually feel like this is two different people. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Even though this woman looks very similar to the one in this other image here, I feel like there's someone out there who has been really pouring into themselves, someone who has been stable and secure, focusing on being the best version of themselves, being independent, and, not depending on anyone else for anything. They don't need anyone else. They've been taking care of themselves and loving themselves and pouring into themselves. And then we have this other individual here who has been afraid, has been hiding, who has been maybe refusing to speak or make a decision. And I feel there is a lot of anxiety here. Now, up in the moon, in the shape of the moon, you can see these two, what I think are geese or swans flying together. And there's this possibility of being real, of being open, of sharing how they feel, of communicating what's in their heart. But instead of doing so, they stay silent. Okay. Now, this could be, again, based on this Nine of Pentacles energy, this pre-Empress energy, this person could desire to be in that energy first before they open themselves up. Or this could be the person that they desire and being afraid to make a move because maybe they think this person's better off without them or that they don't need them. But I see a lot of conflict happening here in this card, okay? I see someone who is really pensive and thinking deeply about what they want to say. Now, I also see the Two of Swords as like the ostrich energy, right? Someone who is, again, trying to hide from their problems or hide from someone or something. But, we know how ostriches hide, right? They stick their little necks in the sand and they think all's Gucci, but their little tail feathers are hanging out, right? They never are truly hiding. So I think, regardless of what this individual is doing, I think everyone can really see the truth of how they feel. Again, with that image of the moon, that's very symbolic. It's like this person wears their heart on their sleeve and their true desire is very obvious to everyone around them. But again, I feel this second energy of someone who's really taking care of themselves and who isn't necessarily bothered by this person's indecision or inability to communicate. And you can see she's looking off in a different direction, okay? So I do feel those two energies. Let's go further. What do we need to see about these individuals here? Not the card explosion, y'all. All right, so I'm going to take the cards that are upright and this other one that fell out right here in my lap. So the first card out is the Queen of Pentacles. So going even further with that Nine of Pentacles energy, we know the Queen of Pentacles doesn't need anybody, okay? They don't need anyone to feel stable or secure. They can take care of themselves. They can take care of their house, their children, their job, everything. This is also someone very kind and altruistic, someone who is very giving of themselves, and again, who would be willing to take care of someone else if need be. This is that wifey energy. So I feel that we're talking about this first person, right? We go from someone who is potentially single, doing things all on their own. This could be a single mother, or just a single person who is, like I said, independent, taking care of themselves and living from that higher self, okay? Now, this other energy, I'm like, I feel this separation of energy here for some reason. So we're going to just roll with it. So we've got now this second energy coming back here with the Judgment card and the Two of Wands. Once again, this need to make a decision, being at a crossroads. The Judgment card is spirit tooting that horn. And we mentioned that before, right? These destined and fated events, I think, have led this person to see what spirit has been showing them, to understand that, again, maybe they didn't make the right choice in the past, or maybe they've taken too long to make a certain choice, but spirit's blaring that horn in their face and letting them know something's coming back around, something that could potentially make them very happy. We have the sun coming up out of the clouds on the horizon in both of these cards. So I feel that this Two of Swords energy is very much related here, okay? Someone understands that they need to make a judgment call, that they need to choose a certain path and start thinking more about their future, okay? What it is that they want to do. I love how we also have the mountains in the back of this card as well. And again, maybe this could be why this person has been indecisive or afraid or hiding from what spirit has been showing them, because they know that journeying this new path is not going to be easy. okay? We even have like the flock of geese flying off in the background and this one sort of separated from the rest. So this could definitely be related to love, to romance, someone having deeper feelings than they're letting on, understanding it's time for them to find their counterpart, their mate, so that they could be together and fly off into the sunset together, okay? So that's what I'm picking up on here. Let's go a little deeper. We're going to keep saying that. Deeper, deeper. You guys, when I was really young, I don't even remember who gave it to me, but one of my friends gave me this this tape. I think I was in like the 6th or 7th grade, and nobody in my family smoked cigarettes, and my friend found this tape that their mom had or whatever and gave it to me to listen to. And it was one of those meditation tapes to help you quit smoking. Which is now is making me think of Chandler Bing in that episode where he's trying to quit smoking and he listens to the tape and she's like, "You're a strong, confident woman." But this tape was telling me, go deeper, deeper, down, down. I'll never forget that. It was so it was so crazy, but that is what's coming to mind, okay? So I don't know if any of y'all can relate to that message, but that is what Spirit is asking us to do this new moon in Scorpio. Go deeper and deeper and down, down into ourselves, into the deeper messages here. So let's continue on with this story. What do we need to see about this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles individual? Oh my, so we've got the King of Cups in the upright. So this could be definitely in line with the desires of this individual. Again, if you relate to the Queen of Pentacles or the Nine of Pentacles energy, then this could definitely be what you desire. Someone who is emotionally intelligent and open and vulnerable, someone willing to, again, with that Cancerian energy we saw, let their fears dissolve and be real, okay? Be real about what their heart desires. The King of Cups is very emotional, empathic, and doesn't just give their heart away, right? They only give their heart to the one that they truly trust. And this is also the energy of Scorpio, okay? So I feel that that could be definitely what some of us are manifesting. We could be manifesting someone to come through and share what's on their heart. We could be manifesting a new partner, right? Someone who really gets us and who's willing to be openly emotional and available with us. But sometimes the King of Cups, similar to this crab, they retreat within their shell and they do tend to hold back what they're feeling based on their life experience. So this could definitely be all related, right? This person could be popping up and being making themselves known in this Queen of Pentacles psyche, right? And her intuition, her dreams. But I feel, again, this is the energy of someone who is opening their heart and opening themselves up to that change, okay? So the King of Cups is making an appearance in the mind of the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, you know, I know myself, that is something that I truly desire, someone who is going to be real and who's going to only give their heart to me, who isn't going to you know, hold back or isn't going to be, you know, trying to hang on to somebody else while they're pursuing me. I want someone emotionally intelligent and available. I feel like that's what a lot of us have been manifesting. Now we've got the Nine of Swords coming up for this second energy here. So there's fear, there's anxiety, suffering in silence. And, you know, I feel like this person, they look like they're under attack, okay? But you can see here, one of the swords is piercing this snake. So whoever it is that we're connecting with, I feel this person is definitely starting to see the reality of what they have been putting their attention on, who they've been focusing on, possibly even sussing out some nefarious energies, someone or something that has been sabotaging them all along. This could just be their own mind, like I said before, your own ego, your fears talking. I think this person has spent a lot of time fearful of what's to come, fearful of the future, and, you know, again, maybe had somebody in their life who has been whispering in their ear and keeping them stuck, okay? But the Nine of Swords is also a card of nightmares and, you know, if this person is afraid to communicate, or they don't know what to do, they're hiding from the next steps here, then they could be sort of under attack in a sense, or having nightmares, or having those visions of the future and not being happy with what they see. Okay, this could be a lot of fear coming through. What else do we need to see here? So this goes back to what I said before about the evolving of the Aquarius cards that we got, being open to change and then being real. So we go from the Prince of Swords to the King of Swords. So I feel like whoever this is that we're connecting with, they have received or have spoken some very harsh truth. They have realized that they need to mature. They need to grow. They need to change aspects of themselves in order to operate and live life from their higher perspective, from their higher self. Okay. You know, I also see this hawk like staring through my soul in this card right now, and we have the hawk that's like behind their shoulder. So I almost feel like Spirit's saying this person is going to be going through that transformation where their higher self was taking a back seat, and you know, maybe this person was the type that just said whatever they needed to say without thinking things through, didn't really pay attention to their higher self at all, and now their higher self is in the front seat. Okay, we have someone mature, someone who is decisive, someone who speaks their truth and cuts away things that no longer serve. So I do see a great transformation happening here with this secondary character. So yeah, you know, as we move through this energy, we're asking, you know, what's to come from this new moon in Scorpio, and we're going right along with these beginning cards, change and transformation, and an opening up of one's true heart's desire. So yeah, I do feel that, again, the Queen of Pentacles is very central to this story here. I feel this goes right along with our divine feminine, divine masculine storylines of the person who inspires the growth, right? This Queen of Pentacles is off minding her business, doing what she needs to do to grow and be stable within herself, and, you know, also within her physical surroundings. And there's someone else who is going through a massive awakening and change, recognizing that they need to walk a new path in order to escape all of this anxiety and fear and drama maybe that they've been going through, this nightmare of a life that they've been living. But it's going to require them to be honest with themselves. It's going to require them to go deeper and to let their higher self take the wheel, like we said before. I think that this Queen of Pentacles always saw the potential in this person. They always saw this person rising up and being this kingly character, but it's hard to rise up when you're stuck in the Two of Swords, when you're hiding from your higher self. So what is coming? What else do we need to see here? What's happening with this King of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune. So we're talking about how Spirit came in during eclipse season and got everyone back on the right path. Destined events, fated events, and things moving forward now in a positive direction. This could be luck, this could be a windfall, okay? But I feel like Spirit is saying, because whoever this is will be transforming under this energy, they will now be manifesting positive karma for themselves. Whereas before they were in that Nine of Swords energy. I think I said Nine of Wands for a reason, okay? We were talking about this person living a nightmare of a life. And, you know, the Nine of Wands is someone beaten and bruised and battered. And also another card that was coming up quite a bit in the love readings I did this month. So definitely check those out. But I think because whoever this is finally taking the driver's seat and letting their higher self lead the way, being authentic, being honest, being real, Spirit is saying that their negative karma or their experiences are now going to be turning around and moving forward positively. Okay, so now we've got the Five of Swords coming up as well. So I think whoever this is has an understanding of this energy, this behavior of the Five of Swords. We know this to be petty arguments, betrayal, confusion, and just basically, I feel like a distraction here that this person was going through. This could be a relationship they were in, or again, this could just be them putting themselves first or going one way when they really should be going the other way, turning their back on the Queen of Pentacles, or again, this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles vibe, in order to, I guess, do what they thought was best, but all the while they were just kind of digging their own grave in a sense. All right. So I think this person is recognizing their behavior. The Five of Swords is also a card of needing to clear the air. So this could be Spirit saying, this person's recognizing what they need to do moving forward, going back to taking action, stepping up and leading. This person could have definitely left the Queen of Pentacles feeling confused and betrayed or forgotten. And they want to set the record straight, okay? What else do we need to see? The Four of Cups. So I think this message is going to involve this person explaining how much regret they feel for the past, okay? This person also understands that the universe gave them this golden opportunity, a cup of love, and instead of taking that opportunity, they decided they would rather focus on the things that were not really going to get them anywhere, focusing on the past, focusing on, whatever it was that they were doing, and it did nothing for them but caused them more disappointment, and make them unhappy and dissatisfied with their life, okay? Again, notice we have the mountains in the background. This person thought they could avoid the challenge of going in that new direction, but instead they realize it doesn't matter what path they take, their destiny is leading them to the mountains anyway, okay? So recognizing where they went wrong, understanding that they are living in regret based on the opportunity, the chance at love that they didn't take, okay? And we did talk about this person going through a major breakthrough and having an awakening, okay? We've got the Hanged Man. So I think that this person is definitely recognizing now what Spirit has been trying to show them all along. They've been stuck in that Nine of Swords. They've been stuck in that Four of Cups, in that Five of Swords energy, because they were trying to avoid their destined path. Now they see the truth, okay? They're starting to see things through the perspective of the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So again, whichever character you resonate with here, please apply the roles appropriately to your situation. But this individual is seeing things from a new perspective, from a higher perspective, okay? And I love how we were talking about the hawks here. They're getting that bird's eye view. Their higher self isn't going to let them ignore the truth any longer. And now we've got the Four of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So going back to the 1111 message from the other day, okay, this card has literally been stalking me, you guys. The Four of Wands is happiness, stability, celebration, union, okay? So I love how we've got this individual here who kind of reminds me a little bit of the Queen of Pentacles, not gonna lie. And she's over here, standing on one foot, making it look easy. And yeah, I feel like, again, we go back to the concept of union, right? It's not about being with someone else. It's not about being in partnership. It's not about having the perfect relationship or, being with that meat suit manifestation. It's about being sure of yourself, being confident in yourself, being able to dig deep and stand on your own and be stable with or without someone else by your side. That is what union really is. And I think that this Queen of Pentacles has achieved that. And so now this individual here that we've been tapping into, they're kind of playing this game of catch up, okay? They're watching the Queen of Pentacles thrive, going from the Nine of Pentacles to this queenly energy, right? We know the Nine of Pentacles is also like pre-Empress energy. I feel the Queen of Pentacles is also the closest related to the Empress, but Once again, this individual has provided themselves that stability without anyone else. They have made themselves happy. They've tapped into their heart's desire and they're confident within themselves. They're stepping up and taking the lead in their own life. And it is inspiring this other person to see the truth, okay? So what else? What's the outcome here? Y'all, I know you heard all the cards fall out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this first card that I see here, and then these other three, and we're going to roll with it, okay? So the first card out is the Ace of Wands, and we're going back to the 11:11 reading again. The Ace of Wands, taking action, taking the lead, a passionate new beginning, inspiration, sexual, sensual energy, attraction, okay? So I really feel that this person is going to be stepping up and taking this opportunity to make things happen moving forward. I think this person recognizes that this individual here, this Four of Wands character, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, they're good on their own, okay? This person, they don't need them. They never needed them, but that's not going to stop them from going after them, okay? It's not going to stop them from coming forward and having a passionate new beginning. And we've got another ace following that, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So I almost feel like we're going to be getting this culmination coming through. Like I said before, this could come in as an offer, a gift, a proposal, something tangible that is going to be offered here. It's going to be an opportunity to plant a seed for a prosperous new beginning. So this isn't just about passion. It's not just about action. It's about stability as well, okay? This person wants to plant their seed with you, okay? And I say you, but I'm talking to the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, the next card up we've got is the Chariot, which is the Emperor driving home. Now, you can see here, we've got both of these horses driving forward in the same direction, the mountains in the background, but I almost feel like this is the aftermath. This is the conclusion of the reading. We're talking about the Emperor gaining balance and recognizing that the energy of the universe is shifting and pushing them forward on their path, on this new adventure that they need to go on. You know, again, no matter how much the universe pushes, we can continue to fight against that. We can continue to say, I'm not ready. And we can cycle back and through the same lessons over and over again. But it's not going to change the direction that the universe is pushing you, is prodding you, is prompting you to go to. And the other card out was the Strength card. Okay, so I feel like this reading is very in line and synchronistic with that 11:11 reading. And, you know, again, you guys, the Strength card represents confidence and strength and power and, you know, also loyalty to oneself. I feel that this person is gaining strength based on the fact that, you know, again, they've been inspired by this other individual, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the other three cards that came out were the Three of Cups. So with this new moon, it could bring upon a reunion, okay? This is a card of trust and friendship and, again, celebration. So I feel that this goes along with what comes next, okay? It's building that trust. And look how in sync these two are. They look like a sculpture, like art, okay? So I feel Spirit is saying there's an opportunity to reunite, to build real trust and friendship here. And, you know, again, maybe this Strength card is asking you, the viewer, to be strong, because this person is going to be coming in and trying to reunite with you, trying to have this time to get to know you, to, again, build something with you beyond just the physical, right? I feel too in this situation, if this person did leave the Queen of Pentacles in the past to pursue other things, to, you know, again, try to avoid their feelings of what was really going on in their heart, then trust is going to need to be built, all right? That is going to be the foundation of all of this, is trust and friendship. And then we've got the Princess of Pentacles and the Prince of Pentacles here. So we see a little bit of that graduation energy once again, that change, that shift. And you have the goat in the background very far away. on the mountain, on the cliff, and in this image they're closer, right? And so I feel that Spirit is saying that this person is going to be working on themselves and trying to come in slowly, okay? The Princess of Pentacles for me is a student, someone learning, someone who is investing and taking their time, right? The Prince of Pentacles is someone who is more sure of themselves, still moving very slowly, but because they want to be sure of what they're investing in. So I would say to prepare yourself for this person to show you gradually that they are committed, they are invested in a future with you, okay? Now, for some of you, this could also be what's going on within you, right? You could be wanting to take things very slowly with this person because of maybe the past that you've been through. And, you know, for some of you, maybe this past has nothing to do with this individual that we're talking about. This could be someone new for some of you, but maybe you've had experiences before where, again, life has sort of forced you to be alone, to be independent, to do life with or without anybody else, to stand on your own and be secure within yourself. So whatever this is for you, I do see a slow, gradual shift and stability growing. But I see someone sort of learning through this experience, and becoming a better version of themselves in the physical, okay? So that is what I'm seeing. Let us take a look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I grabbed the wrong deck. We'll have to take a look at the bottom of that deck as well. Yeah, so we've got the Hermit. So this could definitely be the why behind all of this. You know, recognizing that the answers were always within. The Hermit goes within themselves and into enlightenment. This also is that energy of keeping to oneself, being silent, ghosting, going into that hermit cave. But I feel this, again, points to exactly what we were saying the entire reading. This person has had that time to themselves to reflect on the past. They've had the time to themselves to see things for what they really are and not what they were trying to avoid. And this lantern that's completely bright and shining is representing this person's awakening, recognizing it was always within them to go after their true wish, okay, their true desire. And you know, the star in the sky is all about divine timing. So if you have been waiting for this person to see the truth, if you've been waiting for this person to change, to pursue, to take a certain path, then understand that it is divinely guided. It is divine timing. So if this person does come forward, like the cards are suggesting, remember that, okay? Everyone's journey is their own. Everyone needs the time that they need to awaken and to step into their true potential. So if this is the person you've been hoping and wishing for and they come through, don't be closed-minded, okay? Don't allow your fears to control the narrative, all right? Trust the universe and trust the signs that you're being given, and, you know, trust that this person is coming forward because it's the time for them to do so. So let's check that card at the bottom of the deck. So we've got the Volcano, which is screaming Aries energy to me. So again, I feel like something is about to erupt from this situation. All right, I think that this could be something that has lied dormant for quite some time, and Spirit is saying it's about to explode up in here. Okay, it's about to evolve. It's about to be shaken up, and so this card says, conserve and build up resources. And yes, this is Aries energy. So the new moon moves through the house of Aries and touches the rulers of the first two decanates, Mars and the Sun. These two planets in their first sign are highly creative and initiating. This card expresses inspiration, spontaneity, and recklessness and indicates a need to act immediately. No, oh my God, you guys, we're talking about taking action, stepping up and leading. The Ace of Wands, you guys. So it says, releasing power that can be contained no longer. It is a card of extreme action and impatience. This moon mansion is hot, fiery, and full of creative impetus. It represents a period of an activity during which there is an accumulation of energy that later will erupt like a volcano. So once again, that's confirmation. I feel this is a situation that has lied dormant for so long, and when it erupts, it's going to take you off guard, okay? So action and spontaneity and that Aries energy. So what do we need to see from the Moon Oracle? What challenges are up ahead? The door, okay? So this is the number 16, which to me represents the Tower in the tarot. But I see this card specifically as similar to that Two of Wands energy. There's a door of opportunity that's available here. We also have choice, okay? Let's get one more to find out the full message here. And recognition. Oh, okay. Very interesting. One more. Oh, wedding. Wow. So you guys, once again, as I see all four of these cards, I do feel that this situation in general has been challenging for whoever it is that we're connecting with here. We even have individuality at the bottom of the deck. And isn't that what the article was talking about? Finding out who you are, embracing your individuality, your uniqueness, not being afraid to be authentic. So this person, they have an opportunity to walk through this door, to choose a new path. And I think they're starting to recognize now that this path was leading to their happiness, to this Four of Wands, to this stability, okay? So let's take a look. So what does the door have to say? This is a sudden decision or new opportunity. So that coming along with the choice card. So it says Uranus. Oh, and we were talking about Uranus, you guys. Uranus stimulates Mercury in a new line of thought, encouraging lateral thinking or causing a brainwave. This card indicates the possible arrival of a brilliant new concept which surprises you and everyone else and shakes you out of your old familiar ways of thinking. The plant on the card symbolizes time spent living in the same way for a long while. The open doorway leads to opportunity. If you draw this card, you have a weighty decision to make between continuing in the safety of established routines and well-known situations and trying something new, which seems to have enormous potential, but the outcome of which is unknown. You must step through the doorway if your life is to move on. Oh my gosh, you guys, this reading is so synchronistic. Now, the wedding card here is Capricorn energy, and thinking of that card to step up and lead, conforming behavior and keeping up appearances. So, I hate to say it, you guys, but for some of you, this could definitely involve someone who is currently married. So, Capricorn and its ruling planet Capricorn and its ruling planet Saturn signify authority and the traditional way of doing things. The planet Venus is connected with the acquisition of possessions, including your own talents and prestige. This combination of planets produces a strong desire to be accepted and respected by the community at large. This moon mansion represents the idea of doing the right thing according to social dictates. This is not a card of love or relationships. Marriage here is used in the sense of a marriage of convenience or as a metaphor for doing the socially accepted thing. If this card is drawn, you will make the conventional choice or act in the way everybody expects. So again, we're talking about the challenges here, okay? So this person could be recognizing that this symbolic marriage of convenience, okay, this doesn't have to be an actual marriage for some of you. This could be about a job, about a friendship, a situation where, again, you are expected to do a certain thing or act a certain way. This person is recognizing the truth of that situation under this new moon, okay? So their challenge is to choose differently. Their challenge is to do what their heart desires and to walk through that door, okay, and pay attention to what their heart wants, to pay attention to who they are authentically, and to choose that path. I think that's always been the challenge for this person. So the volcano card coming up before all of those cards, I do think that this person is going to take action in an unexpected way. So even though this wedding card symbolizes the challenge and the choice that needs to be made, I think this person is realizing that they've been choosing wrong, okay? They've been choosing what everyone else wants them to choose instead of following their heart. So that is what I'm seeing for the challenges. What is Spirit's advice moving forward? Y'all, the card explosions are unreal today. So I'm going to take the upright cards, and we're getting, oh wow, you guys. So we're getting surrender and the unexpected. I just said this person was going to act in an unexpected way. And this is the blue moon card, which is very rare. So I think that this energy is really going to prompt this person to surrender to their heart, okay? Now, the advice for you, the viewer, is to surrender to the universe, surrender to the outcome, and to understand that it's really not up to you at this point. If it's regards to this person and a choice that they need to make. This could also be advice for some of you to surrender to, again, what the universe has shown you, and for you to act in an unexpected way, okay? So again, this is kind of going in a few different directions, but these two cards together is going back to what I said at the beginning of the reading. The universe has steered us. The universe has given us the example, has shown us the path that we need to drive. And now the universe wants us to take the wheel and choose what's in our heart, not what others expect of us. Okay, so let's get one more from this deck. What else do we need to see collectively? So we've got the path. So yeah, you know, again, this definitely is exactly what we were talking about. Once again, Spirit has laid out the path. The ladder is already propped up against the doorway, and all you need to do is follow that energy. Okay, the number 8 at the top of the card symbolizing karmic cycles. All right, so once again, you guys, there's definitely someone out there who needs to make a choice, who needs to follow the path of their heart. And we've got fruition. So I feel Spirit's also reminding you that your wishes, your dreams, everything that you've been asking for is about to come to fruition, as long as you're willing to surrender and go deeper and follow your heart, okay? So if you are the one that's hoping and wishing and praying for something to come into the physical, and there's someone else that needs to make a choice, then Spirit is telling you that it's time to surrender and to trust that everything is going to work out for your highest good, okay? So yeah, you guys, hopefully that resonated with you out there. I know it was a little scattered, but again, we're connecting to a collective energy here. So some of the messages might be for you and some of them might be for someone else. So again, only take what applies for you and your personal situation. And of course, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of Scorpio season. I will be coming out with the intimate extended readings next week. And as far as I've seen, it will be Capricorn, Libra, and Scorpio receiving their intimate extended bonus readings. Again, thank you guys, those of you who did watch, and for all of your love and support of the channel. If you're wanting to dive into your personal situation, again, you can always book with me down in the description box below. Other than that, I love you guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye.